April Ryan's disrespectful lies about Trump as she screams out, and Sarah cuts her mic in epic Smackdown by Rebecca DeCirio, Politics US News for MadWorldNews.com. CNN's April Ryan lost her mind during the White House press conference. Her screaming and ranting against Sarah Huckabee Sanders got so bad, even the reporter sitting in front of Ryan was appalled as he covered his face in embarrassment. Ryan's ranting involved bold-faced racist lies about President Donald Trump, causing Sarah to cut her mic. The press secretary then finished Ryan off with an epic smackdown. CNN's April Ryan and Jim Acosta have been having utter meltdowns all week long. It seems the leftist plan to oust President Donald Trump isn't going well, and it's causing these media nut jobs to act out. Yeah, that's what I would call them, nut jobs. God only knows how Sarah Huckabee Sanders stays sane. April Ryan resorted to screaming racist lies. Ryan yelled, "There are black and brown soldiers that fight in the military as well, who feel taking the knee, bringing attention to police-involved shootings is something that the White House should deal with. Is the president aware that taking the knee is about police-involved shootings?" What? Where are these black and brown soldiers Ryan is screaming about? They seem to be a figment of her racist imagination. It got so bad the reporter in front of Ryan at first laughed at her antics. Then he covered his face with his hands as the CNN nutjob got out of control. Yeah, let's take a listen to her. Yeah, she's probably a doozy there.
This is White House should deal with. Is the president aware that taking the knee is about police-involved shootings?
The president has made his position crystal clear, and that it's about. I let you rudely interrupt me and your colleague. I'm going to ask that you allow me to finish my answer. I would be happy to answer if you would stop talking long enough to let me do that. The president has made his position crystal clear on this topic. He feels strongly that standing for our national anthem is something that we should do, something that matters to what makes our country special and unique and what sets us apart. He's not going to waver on that, and he's not going to apologize for it. And frankly, more than 70% of Americans agree with him on that matter. If you go back to what the original intent was, this has been made a political argument of which the president is not going to back down from. Anything clear on it? Stephen, last question. April, I've addressed your question. I'm not going to continue to engage with you. Stephen.
Is now telling people they have to stand. Will the president deal with the issue of police-involved shootings?
I'm going to deal with the issue of addressing your colleague's question.
It's a real question. Can you take it to the president and come back to us?
Stephen, go ahead.
Even the other journalists, yeah, they really are like shaking their heads at the lunacy. They're laughing at her. They can't even believe she's saying it. Wow, I hope Trump gives Sarah a raise because she truly deserves it. I agree with that statement. The press secretary shuts down Ryan's mic and says, I let you rudely interrupt me, and your colleague, I would be happy to answer if you would stop talking long enough to let me do that. What does Sarah Sanders have to put up with the idiots at CNN? Good question. Sadly, there are still those people who are brainwashed watching CNN. If Sarah can handle their nonsense, which she can, these demonstrations of CNN reporters melting down helps Trump, showing their utter disregard for decorum, and the truth proves it's the mainstream media that can't be trusted. April Ryan wasn't finished after Sarah Sanders shut her down. The bitter CNN reporter posted a bold-faced lie about Trump on Twitter. Breaking: reporters on the South Lawn have confirmed the Donald Trump was heckled and booed when he came out to celebrate America, tweeted Ryan. There's her tweet there. So, CNN's big news story is President Donald Trump walks out to the South Lawn and gets heckled and booed. That sounds strange, but it must be true, right? It would be horrible to tweet things out coming from a mainstream news source, and with over 10,000 likes, it's a story people believe is true. Watch at the 109-minute mark. It's a lone heckler who then gets booed by the crowd as he is taken away. Okay. We don't have that clip, but it's okay. Of course, Ryan's account is pure bullcrap. This is how low and destructive the mainstream media has become. It's why CNN is rightly called fake news. After a few hours, Ryan updates her Twitter feed, but doesn't mention that it's a correction. Breaking reporters are re-watching the event and found a heckler in the crowd started asking questions of Donald Trump, and the heckler was booed. The heckler was escorted out of the event. The boos were for the heckler. I mean, really? Come on. This is the game played by our mainstream media. They report lies that make brainwashed idiots think, yep, Trump is sure hated, or Trump is a racist. It reinforces their narrative, and it's a crime as far as I am concerned. Why do people have a free press? If not the free press, our last line of defense against losing our country and our rights, the power to sway the mob is the power given to the press. This is exactly why social media is shutting down conservative voices. They realize the power that citizen journalists had in reporting the truth, and those leftists in power over social media want to shut us all down, which is the truth. We cannot trust CNN or MSNBC. We cannot trust the New York Times or most newspapers in America. CNN's Jim Acosta and April Ryan are examples of purveyors of left-wing lies. It's time for patriots to remain in the fight. We could easily lose all the ground we have gained under President Trump. Each of us must do what we can to make sure the truth is shared with as many Americans as we can reach. Absolutely, they're trying to shut down conservative news sites also. They're going full force on this crap. I mean, really? It's sickening at this point. It's like we live in a different world or something. That we were accustomed to. But again, after Obama, what do you expect? He created all of this, and he gave the internet rights away for this purpose. And, that's why you see Hillary saying, yeah, she would love to be the CEO of Facebook. There you have it. You know why? So she can control the narrative. But people are just going to tune out. That's basically it. They're not going to be on these sites if they continue with this garbage. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.